apple tree. This tree has just leafed out. It doesn't have any fruit on it to speak of. They're very, very tiny. But unfortunately, just the weight of the additional foliage was all that was needed to cause that limb to go down. It was a pretty serious failure. The limb that did fail has a considerable amount of decay in here and very soft wood. I mean, this is like sponge. Some of this is associated with long-term decay, and I can see some areas of weakness. But we've also got some areas like this particular stub right here has a carpenter bee entryway hole, and I just saw him go in there. And this whole limb right here is becoming infested with fungus. There's some fungus right there, and that decay has spread down into this main portion, which created this weakness. You can see some white rot in there, and this is all very, very spongy. So it didn't take a whole lot for it to fail. Now, regardless of the weakness, trees that bear heavy fruit have got to be maintained in a way so that just the weight of the additional fruit does not cause a tree to self-destruct. Sadly, this is all going to have to be cut off and cleaned up, and I believe I can trim the tree to minimize any additional failures. But because I see this area of decay here, I'm going to look at other portions of the tree and see if there's other weaknesses that may lead to a radical loss like this big limb. Now, when I look up in the upper canopy, I can see areas that the tree was topped pretty severely in the past, and the resulting new growth are masses of growth, which equates to considerably more fruit, sometimes more than a tree is able to tolerate. So what you need to do is, when a tree is reduced like that, you have to consistently, every single year, minimize the amount of additional growth by either thinning it out or, in some cases, reducing it again, so that the tree can support all that additional weight. Fruit is heavy. Apples are heavy. Even a strong tree like an apple tree sometimes will fail.